put our movement and our action together now. You know what I mean? And not just wait. Because that's what religion will do. I mean, God, the Most High, we do believe prophecy. We do believe laws and statutes and commandments. We do believe, like the scriptures tell you, about wars. How the Lord is going to have him fight against each other. He says, if Satan be divided against Satan, how can they stand?
You have a choice. But the majority of us, we're so weak. The women, they're going to pour themselves out. And you won't see that. All these women are just straight up whores. Straight up whores. And the brothers are savage. Understand? And that's what we're dealing with. That's the reality of what it is. You either get with a war or you get to run a righteous war. Get with the Bible or get with wickedness. Chase money or chase wisdom. That's what it comes down to. Now, when you confront somebody with that, they get mad. They get mad as hell because the devil's in them. See, our elders tell us to look at people as spirits. Look at people as just people. Look at them as spirits. And when you do that, these people get mad as hell when you try to judge them because they eat darkness. Closing the circle smaller. He's making it so you have to either see this or choose the devil, see the devil. He's gonna make it so hard that you're gonna be forced to either choose him or go straight wicked. Steal, rob, kill, sell your body, be a faggot, be a lesbian. He's gonna make it that hard. The circle is getting small. A certain amount of time, the Most High is closing the circle, right?
The things that are in the world.
These are the things that are in this world. Jump to the 18th verse.
Little children, it is the last time.
It is the last time. Little children, or you so-called Negroes and Spanish. The Lord said, it is the last time, the last days, the last part, the final act. Come on.
As you have heard, that the Antichrist shall come.
The Antichrist shall come. There are many Antichrists. Obama wasn't just the one Antichrist. There are many Antichrists. There are many facets of Antichrist. The Lord said the Antichrist shall come. And we see that. We see different things that are against Christ. Anti means to be against Christ. Or Yahweh Shai in the evil. So we see many things that are Antichrist. The gay and lesbian movement. Brothers and sisters selling drugs. Brothers and sisters using drugs. Drug warfare. Stealing natural resources. All these are Antichrist. There are many ways of things that are considered Antichrist. Get it again, the 18th verse.
Little children, it is the last time.
It is the last time, come on.
As you have heard, that the Antichrist shall come.
We see that. Come on.
Even now are there many Antichrists.
Even now there are many Antichrists. Come on.
Whereby we know that it is the last time.
We know that it is the last time. The last days.
biz. I just want to biz.
You got many brothers who came in this, many sisters who came in this, they went out of this truth. They no longer with us. You got to be a strong brother or sister to stand up for righteousness. You got to be strong to stand up for righteousness. You have to be strong to exalt the word of the Most High. So we know that the gay agenda is going to, give me Isaiah 30 verse 1. We know that the gay agenda is going to be big in these last days, that drugs and loose sex is going to be big in these last days. We know that. You understand? And we reject those things. We rather serve the Most High. We serve the Most High.
Where you got that from? Is that what you're speaking this for?
Because we know that that's not the way to go.
Woe to the rebellious children.
The Lord said, read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children.
The Lord said, woe to the rebellious children. Who's the rebellious children? Our people. That's the rebellious children.
Says the Lord.
Saith the Most High. The Most High said the so-called blacks and Hispanics are rebellious. People here on the side are rebellious. Because when we try to show the truth, they try to reject the truth. They reject it. They reject it. Give me that sign right behind. These are the children of the Most High. They reject this truth. They reject the word of the Most High.
Right.
Or what? Indulging in this activity. Indulging in this. This is against the Most High. So the Most High gave them over to this spirit because they rejected the Most High. Give me the book of Romans. Give me the drop that you need Romans 126. When they left the Most High, when you leave the Most High, and you start committing yourself unto other gods and religions, the Most High will give you over to what we just saw over there. I believe that's Fifth Avenue. The Most High will give you over to that spirit. That's a negative, wicked spirit that the Most High will give you over to. When you reject the Most High, you become this. This is the new norm. Read that real quick.
126.
Come on.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection.
See, when you serve and worship other gods, the Most High gives you over to a vile affection. To be into the spirit of this is a vile affection. When you go against the Most High, in other words, the Most High is a spirit. When you go against the grain, the Most High gives you over to the devil.
Even their women, they change the natural use into that which is against nature.
The Lord said, even they women change the natural use into that which is against nature. What's that? Women with women and men with men. That's against the natural use of the man, and that's against the natural use of the woman. A woman belongs to the man, right, brother? A woman belongs to the man, and a man belongs to the woman. But when you have a vile spirit, the Most High gives you over to the spirit of Satan. Come on.
Even their women for this cause, and likewise also, the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their lust.
Burning in their lust.
One towards another.
One towards another. Women burning in their lust, one toward another. Come on.
Men with men.
Men with men. Come on.
Working that which is unseemly.
Working that which is unseemly. What's unseemly? Men with men and women with women. But now when we show our people the truth, these people on the sign here, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Because this is a heavy spirit that's on them that the Most High has to take off of them. It's a heavy spirit that the Most High has to take off of them. And sometimes the Most High sends them over to hear the word. They can either accept the word or they can reject the word. Come on.
Burning in their lust one towards another. Men with men working that which is unseemly.
Men working that which is unseemly. Come on.
Receiving themselves recompense of that error which was beat.
Right. So that's the Most High's judgment, which is right according to the Bible. So this is not good. This is not a good thing. But there's an agenda. Drop that and go to 10. Isaiah 10 and 1. This is not a good thing. This is all planned out by the super rich banking families and people who run this earth. A lot of you look at like the mayors run the earth, the presidents run the earth, the people with the money and the power, that's who run the earth. And they have an agenda to make men and women follow the spirit of Satan. They make you bow down to negative acts so you can bow down to the devil.
They change the natural use into that which is against nature.
The Lord said, even they women change the natural use into that which is against nature. What's that? Women with women and men with men. That's against the natural use of the man, and that's against the natural use of the woman. A woman belongs to the man, right, brother? A woman belongs to the man, and a man belongs to the woman. But when you have a vile spirit, the Most High gives you over to the spirit of Satan. Come on.
Even that woman for this cause, like, and likewise also, the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in lust.
Burning in their lust.
One towards another.
One towards another. Women burning in their lust, one towards another. Come on.
Men with men.
Men with men. Come on.
Working that which is unseemly.
Working that which is unseemly. What's unseemly? Men with men and women with women. But now when we show our people the truth, these people on the sign here, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Because this is a heavy spirit that's on them that the Most High has to take off of them. It's a heavy spirit that the Most High has to take off of them. And sometimes the Most High sends them over to hear the word. They can either accept the word or they can reject the word. Come on.
Burning in their lust one towards another. Men with men working that which is unseemly.
Men working that which is unseemly. Come on.
Receiving themselves recompense of that error which was me.
Right. So that's the Most High's judgment, which is right according to the Bible. So this is not good. This is not a good thing. But there's an agenda. Drop that and go to 10. Isaiah 10 and 1. This is not a good thing. This is all planned out by the super rich banking families and people who run this earth. A lot of you look at that, the mayors run the earth, the presidents run the earth, the people with the money and the power, that's who run the earth. And they have an agenda to make men and women follow the spirit of Satan. That's the whole agenda.
Read that. To them that decree unrighteousness decree.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree. What's a decree? An agenda or a law that's set up. And the Lord said a lot of the laws we follow, a lot of the agendas are unrighteous. He said, woe unto them that decree a decree or unrighteous.
And their right grievousness which they have prescribed.
A prescription is what you give out. The grievousness is what they're giving to our people. And not just our people, the super rich oppress all people. But our people are just at the bottom catching the most in the hell. Come on. New president, you're going to cut that Section 8. You're going to cut that Section 8. You're going to cut what you call welfare. You're going to cut a lot of these programs. And the majority of people that's on these programs are white people. But watch. It's going to mainly affect poor people, which are so-called black people. It's going to affect mainly poor people, which are so-called Hispanics. All hell going to break loose.
Yes, mama.
You're going to see more of these cops killing black people. It's like we said earlier, the agenda is to push the wars, push the race wars. Divide the country up. Divide the country and create chaos. It's going to come. It's going to come and nobody's going to stop it because the Most High is going to let it go down.
Turn aside the needy from judgment and take away the right from the poor, that the widow may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless.
And that's what's happening. Fatherless and the widows are being robbed and destroyed. So everybody got this happy-go-lucky spirit, but hey, it's not, things are not going to change. It's going to get worse and worse. A lot of people were comfortable when Obama was in office because everybody had a free ride. It was just spending, 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 and Obama was just giving, giving, giving. The Democrats were giving, giving, giving. Then the racist crackers, when they got Trump into office, they said, all right, Thanksgiving is going to stop. So now what's happening? The kids who are getting, the poor that was getting a little bit of the crumbs, now that the crumbs have stopped, they're getting mad now. They're saying that the good days are gone. America trying to be great again, that means making blacks catch hell again, making Hispanics catch hell again. So the free ride is over. Now they're getting serious now. So all the cuts you're going to find out, they're going to go right to the poor. This new bill they're trying to pass for the health care, five Republicans already went against that bill. You know why? Because they don't think it's going to work. And they see that the bill affects a lot of the poor. They see the bill affects a lot of the poor. There's no way they're going to flip that around in just a little bit of time they've been working on it. You're going to see that these agendas that Trump is trying to set up, you're going to see they're going to affect a lot of the poor. Yet, when we first came out here today, you had a line right here with the same poor, was classified as a poor, buying $250 sneakers. You tell me how that makes sense. You're buying $250 sneakers, talking about blacks and Hispanics, $250 sneakers, but you're not buying anything to educate your children. You're not buying software for these laptops to get your children on Black Sunday during the holidays to educate your children to build their minds. You're not putting food on the table like you should be. Healthy food, but you're buying stupid sneakers for $250. How does that make sense? Hosea 4:6, drop it. Because the so-called black man's mind is warped. It's warped. And the black woman mind is the same way. This is going to be my last scripture. We're going to break it down. 1:6. We need to get it.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Most of these people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. These are God's people. Our job is to bring them back to knowledge. We come strong with our people. We love our people. But at the end of the day, they don't have the knowledge that they need to survive or to connect with Heavenly Father in Christ. We need to get it.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Come on.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Lord said He's going to reject those who reject knowledge. A lot of brothers and sisters know that this is the truth and they should be following the Bible. But because they reject knowledge, Most High said He's going to reject them. That's that simple. Do you want to say shalom to our brothers and sisters? Hope you got an Air Force system.
I did, definitely. I'm going to place you on my website, if you don't mind, Dark Matter Readings.
What's the name of it?
Dark Matter Readings.
Dark Matters?
Dark Matter.
Right.
Like, you know, melanin.
Right.
Readings. So I do like the black books, the authors,
right.
Just the conscious community. You know, you brothers out here spitting the knowledge. So I'm drawn to that. So I find myself running into, you know, that energy. Got you now.
I watched a video the other day where the cops targeted young black men between 14 and 21.
That's the age.
To fill their quotas.
Yes.
So they're locking these young black men up. So if they even come out of jail, they can't find jobs. Legally, they can't vote. So a lot of politicians, they keep in their positions and not worrying about blacks knocking them out of the positions or Hispanics because they're locking them down in jail.
Yeah.
On another front, it's the feminist movement. A lot of these whites who are feminists, when something happens to blacks, women who are feminists, they don't come and defend these blacks.
Oh no, I don't get down with the whole feminist movement because it takes the black women away from our families, for one, and then for two, it does not speak up for black women, period. It's for white women. So I just think it's straight for white women. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
Around the time when the feminist movement started, the black man wasn't the black woman's enemy. That was a beef between the white woman and the white man. You understand?
Exactly.
But they convinced the black woman that the black man is enemy.
And I think that happened around wartime when they sent all the men to war and the women wanted to work. And then they had this whole women work this and that, you know, work equal type thing. So it had still nothing to do with the black woman, who is the most disrespected, is the most used, is the most abused. You know, nobody speaks up for the black woman, which is why I do what I do. I also am adamant about my black males. I have a 8th grade all-boys chess team. They never played, and they went to compete against these Manhattan schools, and they have first place trophies. So I'm big on the chess game as far as teaching our people strategy, moving 2 and 3 steps ahead, you know, of our enemy, because a lot of us are not aware of that game, which you can apply in real world, real time. That's what they're doing to us. You feel me? So if we take that game and kind of apply it to our nation, which is another thing that my channel does, I break down the whole chess pieces and then apply it to how we move as a nation to unify. Because I really feel like we need to really get somewhere as far as unifying together. You feel me? Distractions. That's nothing but distractions.
But a lot of the young black men, they don't have anything to do in the neighborhoods. So chess
You're right.
is excellent.
You're right.
It's about money.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to build? More jails to lock brothers up.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And they're going to try to privatize these jails.
Oh, they're already privatized. And Donald Trump has a hand in that. You know, he's invested in that, the pipeline, you know, and then another thing, tell me how you feel about black people being native to this land, or did we all come from Africa like they try, tell us? I don't know.
Well, we believe.
What do you believe?
Kind of late. We believe that our people are the real Jews.
Okay.
And we fled into Africa. Societies, places for us to live in Africa, fleeing from the Romans. We believe that the Africans sold us to the Europeans.
Really?
The Africans sold Jews, black Jews, to the Europeans.
But how did the black Jews get to Africa?
We ran into Africa.
From where?
Excuse me?
From where? Where would we
From
run?
Jerusalem. We were initially in Jerusalem.
All right.
And what happened was the Romans persecuted us in 70 AD to the point we fled into Africa, but not just Africa, various parts of Europe, Spain, Italy, Germany, even Russia.
Yes. Maybe here?
Yeah.
America?
Some of us came to America. We got books to back all this.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
So we know that we're, I don't know, we know we're different from Africans. I don't know, have you met authentic Africans from?
Yeah, yes. I know we're different as far as location.
No, check it out like this.
Or tradition.
You think that Africans have the same spirit as us? They move and act like us? They have the same energy as us? You see a difference.
What you mean? Do you think they have the same spirit?
Yeah,
like a warrior. I think of them as warrior spirits. Yes, they've been a persecuted people. We have to. They struggled. Their apartheid is over there. They're kind of like dealing with what we're dealing with here in America.
Right.
So we're connected in so many levels. I'm not sure of origin though. Like there's a big this battle between the origin of the black man, period. You know what I mean? So I don't like to separate our nation just because of melanin, period. Even if you have a drop of melanin, something has to be us. That's how I'm feeling about the whole,
When I say spirit, like if a white woman stands next to you, right?
Okay.
Does she move and have the same...
No, not at all. We're not...
Right, so a Chinese man, if he stands next to you, does he have the same movement?
No.
Japanese?
Not the same.
Now think now, African, hardcore African.
What is a hardcore?
Don't look at the skin, look at the spirit.
Okay.
All right, think about it.
Okay, no, they probably have different mannerisms, yeah. If that's what you mean by spirit. I don't know if you mean...
My point is, all dark-skinned people are not the same. A lot of people say the original man is the black man, right?
Right.
But if the original man is the black man, and the creator made black people, he made different nations of black people. For example, you have Egyptians, which are dark, which are different from Ethiopians.
Okay.
Two different people.
But why are they different?
Because they're different nations. They're different nations.
Does the genes make them different? The DNA? What is making this different?
The spirit, the DNA, everything makes them different. Because if they were the same, then East Indians.
Okay.
East Indians, they were dark. The original Arabs, they were dark.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they be included?
Because I think they all came from black women, period.
But they're different nations.
Because we were
the white man comes from a black woman.
I don't believe that.
So where does the white man come from?
I just think like, you know how they do now with cloning and all that stuff, and they do all these, I just think, and like with albinoism, and you can't exclude albinoism.
Black people that's albinos.
Yeah, and they're black.
Right?
Right, they don't have, the different DNA. You know that.
They sisters, though.
Huh?
They sisters?
Yeah, they have our DNA. They're us. That's like saying the African is totally different from us, but the albino is us. You feel me? I don't say albinos are white.
So if the Africans are dark, we don't think they're different from us, then why wouldn't the Arabs, the original Arabs, all the original Arabs, why
But see, to me, they're labels. They're labels now. Now you get into labels, see, because you can call them the haikus, or back in the day, like they changed names. And then the fact that we've been cursed with this language, I can't really distinguish because I can't express. Like the Africans, they speak with sound. So are we missing that sound because certain sounds heal your body?
You just said earlier, you see a different spirit
Yes.
in the Africans.
Maybe it's the language.
No, I didn't say the language. I said how they move. Every example I gave us, the move and the character. We never once mentioned the language. So I'm saying, look at, I was taught to look at people as spirits before I just look at them.
Exactly. I agree.
So
I had to learn that
you live
though.
in Brooklyn or New York?
Yeah, I live here in Manhattan.
In your travels at home, you take the subway, look at people as spirits, and then look at the Africans. Look how they move. Look how they mingle with our people. They mingle. Don't you notice they don't mingle with our people unless they're just doing business? Why
Yeah,
they
they're
say
doing
this?
business. Like we're not. Why aren't we doing business? Everybody else is doing, even the Jews doing business, the Chinese doing business. We're not doing business.
But we
So
try.
I can't knock Africans for doing business.
No.
You feel me? Like,
You're my sister, right?
yes,
I'm not going to just associate with you for business. I'm going to associate with you because you're my sister.
right.
There's a connection. I'm saying there's a spiritual connection. I can look in your eyes and look at you and look how you move. You're my sister.
Okay.
If the Africans were our brothers through DNA or spirit, there would be a connection. You would feel the same way you vibe with me, you would vibe with them the same way. Like if you were standing there and an African was here, I can feel her energy is completely different from yours.
Okay.
A lot of brothers say, well, that's because we've been in America and the white man did this and that to us. I don't believe that. We're strong people.
We are.
And the Most High gonna lock us down in spirit, DNA, whatever, however you want to look at it. So I look at this, I try, for the most part, to look at things spiritually.
Yes.
So if I look at you and this African, plenty of African, like for example, I'm at a bar, a woman I travel, the African woman will try to hit on me. And I'll look at us and I'm not doing that.
But why are you doing that if
Because
she's?
that's not my people.
Oh.
You're my people.
I
And
understand.
I
I don't know. I don't know.
Look at this. You just said, like the example I gave, if a woman steps to me, I can feel her energy and vibe that that's not a regular sister. That's someone from Africa, like an Ethiopian.
Okay.
Usually I can spot them a mile away.
Okay.
I can spot from Somali, maybe. Like a Sade.
So what are they? What is the
So
distinction?
my question to you is, if I can do that, if the situation was reversed with you, if I'm standing here in a straight up hardcore African man standing right here,
I'm not going to be attracted in that
I'm
way.
just saying because you can.
But I'm going to look at them as a spirit, like you
can
taught.
see the difference, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
And then I have to decipher. Okay, what is that difference? And is it a problem?
But red flags go up.
It's true prophet in the last days, man. Because we gonna be the one that got prophesied against the wickedness of America, whether people don't like it or not. We gotta still do this, man. Because a lot of brothers been around here, been denying it for years, and we're still striving. Because listen, it's nothing good in this world, man. What is this in this world? Nothing. Nothing but abominations, man. Nothing. All this thing is nothing but confusion. Hold on for a second. Give me we gotta come back here, right? Give me let's see what Solomon said for a second, okay? Ecclesiastes 1:1. Because the Most High said, Solomon said, everything you see in this world are vanities. Vanities, man. Always see nothing but vanities. Cars, jewelries, all these things, man. Money, but that's not gonna save us. That's not gonna save us, man. What's gonna save our people is what? Keeping God's laws. I have faith in Him. Faith is, the Bible says, faith without work is death. What's like the body without the spirit? Death is when the spirit leaves the body. And if you're not spiritually, if you're not spiritually awakened, the Most High gonna put you to death, man.
What's happening is the Most High.
I'm just saying.
Questioning if it's a problem. Your spirit tells you that there's something different here.
So what about when Marcus Garvey came over here? He wasn't supposed to be here?
No, he's Jamaican. Garvey was from Jamaica.
No, not. Well, I'm just thinking them roots.
Good example.
Right. Okay.
Some people will say, well, that person wasn't born in this country and I was born in this country.
Right.
Hardcore Jamaican or Trinidadian come here.
You can feel them.
You can feel it, but you know that that's the people at the same time. It's not the same spirit.
Is it because the Africans haven't been under slavery like us?
Because the Africans are a different nation from us.
Okay.
You ever saw a movie called Sugar Hill?
Yes.
You see when the African and Nigerian called Wesley Snipes the Connor.
Wesley
There's a
Snipes.
scene in there, he said you were cotton. And then they flipped out. The Connor was saying you were cotton picking. Your people are cotton picking.
Okay.
Brothers trying to say that the Egyptians was black and Moses and the Israelites was black. But they was fighting against each other because it was two different nations. You got the Babylonians, they was black. Persian Medes, they was black. All these people was black, but they was a different nation.
Okay.
When the white man came to Africa, he couldn't come into the deep part of Africa. He had to stay at the coast.
Okay.
So he had to have the Africans and the Arabs bring us to the shores. We was fighting against the Africans even before we got into with the whites, because we was different tribes. Different nations of people. That's what the brother said. All black people is not the same.
But what are we fighting for? Do we know?
Because we was a different set of people. We a different nation. You have many melanin people on the earth. You have many black people, but you have different nations. Like I said, the Israelites was black under Moses, Abraham.
Okay.
They were all black men. The Egyptians was black, but they was fighting against each other because they was a different nation of people. You understand?
I understand.
The whole earth was black at one time.
Right.
Many different nations, from the Persians, the Babylonians, the Ethiopians, they were all black.
So in that time, they were fighting over something totally different than what we're fighting over now. Like, I'm thinking about this time and age and just how disunited the melanin race is, okay? And then I'm thinking about how do we heal that, because we haven't did it. What's the next generation? The generation I'm raising is they're not going to be indoctrinated. I've been undoctrinated. I've been erasing all that stuff they've been getting that I got, that it took me 30, 40 years to erase and, you know, relearn basically. I'm giving it to my kids. I'm giving it to them. And then I'm also in school. I go to this little school here, the new school. So that's why I'm doing my media thing. I'm trying to get the word out. You know what I mean? I want to spread just that knowledge, just like you are. You know what I mean? So
they all gonna be indoctrinated to a certain level. The only way you cannot stop them from being indoctrinated is you would have to have your own land. Take it totally separate, but they're not watching no TV, they don't get no music.
I agree.
And all of that.
I agree.
It's the only way. It's almost impossible raised under here for them not to be indoctrinated. Some of our kids have been raised in this from babies, and they still turn out to be gangbangers.
You're right.
You understand? Because the influence around them. You see? So that's the only way. But this got to be destroyed. But I believe in separating. And they always talked about it. Garvey talked about it. But a lot of times, people ain't serious. They can't give up the internet. They can't give up their lifestyle. Just like in the time of Moses, to separate totally and be a nation within a nation.
Yes.
They can't do that. They won't do that. They claim they want to do it, but they're still too much caught up in the ways of America. They're too comfortable with all these other things that they have. So they don't want to separate as a nation, but the Most High are going to allow it to happen.
It's going to have to happen. But I'm thinking when we separate, are we separating from everybody? I mean, who are we excluding?
We're going to separate.
Oh, those people. Okay. I'm going to leave my bag with you. These people. Let me see. Okay, so we got Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simon, Simeon. Yeah, correct me because I'm not. Well, let me see. Let me try though. Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh. Gad. Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. I did okay? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, like he said, it's going to be a separation. The force is too strong. You have daughters?
I have a son.
Son? Okay, that's cool. What about the women? What about when your son wants to marry? You think he gonna find a woman like you that think like you? I'm not saying it's impossible.
I hope.
But you know how hard it is? Because the forces are so strong in women. I would say 90% of the women out here is walking around, don't excuse my language, walking around like whores. No disrespect.
No, I agree. You got some of those. You got some of those.
Brothers that's in their 30s and 40s that have an awakening, that want to change and get right, it's impossible for them to find a woman. It's impossible. A decent woman that's going to
when they wake up too late.
Because there's power in hoarding. There's power in it.
Yeah.
So they're going to run to that.
Sex sells all day.
There you go. So.
But it's not just our black women doing it. Like, is it a woman thing or is it a black woman thing?
It's a woman thing. One, I'm not concerned with the white woman and the other women. I'm concerned with my women.
That's right.
Yeah, I look at it like this. Like I said, an infection. It's an infection. And wisdom is the antidote so you don't get infected. But the majority of the people you deal with, they're infected. And if you have them become a part of your life, you'll either become infected or you'll just go through hell with a pull and back and forth with it. So it's impossible it's just about impossible to deal with your people. So there has to be a total collapse in the system. Once the system collapses and all the crumbs that everybody's whoring themselves out for is gone, you're gonna have no choice but to come back to you. You don't have no choice. It's gonna be a collapse.
How is this collapse happening? It's happening now.
It's happening now. The money. What do people worship, man? They worship
money.
The money. They're running after the money. Once the money is gone, and once the jobs are gone, and once you can't swing on a pole for money, sell drugs for money, and it's just chaotic. People are just shooting people in the street, robbing. Like a total breakdown like they had in Greece some years ago. Remember that?
The fall of Rome?
No, I'm talking about recently. Not even the fall of Rome. But that's a good point too, though. The system has to collapse. And the super rich that we were talking about, they know this. They're orchestrating. They orchestrating.
I agree.
A lot of that is orchestrated. Some of it is just straight up KKK cops, but a lot of it is orchestrated. Because they want this race war to go on. And it's going to happen.
I agree.
Now, if you're wicked and living life out here, you're going to get caught up in it.
But why do you think they're flashing all these black men getting killed on TV?
Because they want you to get mad. They're trying to incite riots.
Emotion.
They want you to march. And then what they do, they put agitators in the marches to shoot somebody or to shoot a cop. Then the cops shoot you. And they lock you up. What they have, they have big stadiums that they don't use anymore. And big factories they don't use anymore. They're building jails in those factories. So when the race riots start, they're going to push a lot of.
And what about the heroin now that it's them? You see the epidemic about the heroin crisis that's going on with white America. And when it was the crack epidemic, what happened? They locked us up. They didn't give us help. Now you got that EpiPen, the police carry around that if somebody overdosed, you get the shot. Like, this is what I don't understand. When it's affecting us, it's not important enough to provide.
Would it be important? You're an animal to them.
Are we human to them?
No.
In the Constitution, are we considered?
They're not the envious, though. The envious. But they don't want to be us and be around us. But they do envy us.
Why?
Because of how strong we are. And deep down in their spirit, they know they're supposed to look like us. When you read the Bible, the Lord cursed them with what's called leprosy.
I don't really make friends with people.
Really?
Yeah, they were originally dark. The white man was originally dark, or he wants to be dark.
Like there's a deep yearning. That's why I get the white gays on the train. That's why I get everywhere I go. I'm getting.
That's why when you go to the beach, they roast to the beach like a turkey. They know. It's how they look is unnatural. They want to be dark like us.
They go to the
white women lust over our
men.
Brothers. Oh yeah, I used to work in a white bar.
Oh, I've read Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. What you think about
Well, they filthy as hell.
Yeah.
They filthy as hell. But deep down in their spirit, they want to be like us, but they don't want to be around us. And they think they're superior than us, but they know they're weaker than us.
Yes.
So imagine being a white woman or a white man, and you see all these strong black men, and you want to be like them, and you envy them. What you going to do? You
Hate
hang them and castrate them.
Yes.
A lot of the lynchings, a lot of the men that were lynched, they found castrated. Why is that? Because the men envy the black man's penis.
That's a big thing. Like, you know, it's like a common thing now that, you know, they say it on TV. Like, you know, make little gestures that the black man is naturally larger than the white man. Like, that's just a common thing. It's no secret. Is that where that came from? Like, what made them know that black man is just more powerful, more stronger, bigger in every way?
The white women tell them.
Oh.
White women tell them, and from slavery time that they
Melanin pigmentation.
Chinese have melanin, yes.
original Chinese.
Oh, okay. Not the ones.
now.
Okay.
Those are like dingy.
Just like the Native Americans,
Right.
they have melanin.
They have melanin pigmentation.
Uh-huh.
Of course they're afraid. They know it's just a matter of time. Thomas Jefferson even told them, he said, if there is a God, one day our people will pay for all the crimes we have committed.
Oh, he's coming.
But
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So that's why the homosexuality, the lesbianism, all of that is on a high level. That's population control. To stop us from populating.
Yes.
Women is with women and men with men. How we gonna keep increasing? You see what I'm saying? That's all set up purposely to decrease us because yes, we are
And our
populating.
families,
Right
oh
now,
my gosh.
the drug epidemic among them is at a high level. Of dope, heroin, that's at a high level. You go to Staten Island, they killing themselves at a high level, man.
Suicide too.
Suicide too.
Oh yeah, and we
Because
don't do
mentally,
those.
The Most High tells you that we would be mentally and physically stronger than them. Meaning we could take more pressure than they can take. As soon as the Wall Street go down, they commit themselves. You know how many people killed themselves?
I know
off
it.
of Bernie Madoff when he took them down? How many of them committed suicide?
Wow.
So mentally they don't have no strength. So, you know, that's
And how do we overcome them? If we're so much stronger, why are we at the bottom?
Because the Most High
Look about MTF. Every year they raise the fare, but now it's falling.
Thank you. Can you, brother, excuse me, brother, can you tell me where I can find you guys? You got a website or like, because I want to post your video on my 14th Street Israelites? On YouTube? Okay, so I'll look you up and then I'm going to tag you. I'm Dark Matter Reading. YouTube. On YouTube, Dark Matter Reading.